see a full house here at the Cinematique Theater, downtown Daytona. It's great to see some activity coming back down to Beach Street. As you all know, Michael Zaharias, one of the organizers. We have 10 volunteer organizers who put on 1 Million Cups every single Wednesday. More than 140 cities across the country have a 1 Million Cups chapter. So check them out. I believe Tyler is actually in Delray Beach today because they're launching their 1 Million Cups for the first time. So it's cool to have Tyler there. There's a lot of announcements, a lot of good stuff going on, and I think before we get started, I want to first ask how many new or first-time attendees to 1 Million Cups today. Show of hands. Excellent. Welcome. Nice to be here. One of the first announcements I want to give it up for is actually one of our organizers. I don't know if you all know, but Mr. Luke Harris was recently promoted and has a new job at Stetson University working in their entrepreneurship area of the university, but he's also recently become a published author. Okay, so Donovan gets a little bit of the credit on the author side.
A lot, actually.
There we go, a lot. We're working together. So great stuff happening, and again, good to see everybody. Today's speaker, Ben Bressington, comes to us this morning from Sarasota. He drove over this morning to be here, and he has a company and product called HelloAlex. And I don't want to steal his thunder. I want him to tell us all about what he's doing. So please help me give it up for Ben.
So good morning. I'm going to change this slide and I'll tell you a story. So at any time, I want you to ask me tough questions. Just because I'm English or Australian, right? So you may call it New Zealand or South African, it's all okay. But we like direct, no BS questions, okay? So I give you guys permission to be as tough and as brutal as possible, okay? Everyone cool with that? Yeah. So first of all, how many here have purchased a house? All right. The other part of you must be renting a house, yes? The other part of you must be selling a house, yes? And the rest of you live in your mother's basement, right? Cool. So we've all had something to do with real estate, right? HelloAlex is all about real estate. I'll tell you why I started this and how we started this. Recently, a friend of mine was moving to Tampa, and they flew in from North Carolina. Not too far, but they were here for 3 days. They needed to find a rental. They rang 13 real estate agents and got a response from one, right? When they're on the phone with that one, they're like, awesome, jump onto my website, schedule an appointment for next week, and we'll work it out. And this guy, he actually drove in with 2 carloads of his entire family, right? Because they're actually getting more than one place, right? Like the whole family was moving here and they had 3 days to find it out because his wife was moving in 14 days to a new job. The real estate agents couldn't get their mind around, like, he needed to sign a contract today. Right? Anyone experience something like that with real estate agents not following up with them? Or a real estate agent has the issue with real estate agents. Awesome. Everyone else must love real estate agents, right? So the other thing is, and then I remember what it was like buying my place. So just getting information on a property, getting all that information was challenging, right? So I'm like, there has to be something here. I then went and asked my real estate agent friends, I'm like, so what's the deal? How do you deal with leads? How do you handle your business? And they told me their complaints and their frustrations, and I'm like, what the hell, right? These guys were sitting there and explaining, we get leads 24 hours a day, and we don't answer the phone, or my agents in my office don't want to deal with this lead because they're not spending enough money, or they're at the pub at 7 o'clock and their phone rang at 7 o'clock, right? So they don't want to answer it. And they explained to me how much they pay for a lead. And that's when I thought this, right? I'm like, there's an opportunity here. There is a pain and a problem, and I like money, right? Anybody else like money? And the rest of you just love charity. I love it. Awesome, good, right? So this is when I realized some of the stuff I've been working on for the last 5 years has now come together like a major highway accident, right? So the thing is this is when we created HelloAlex. It's the world's smartest real estate AI that is guaranteed to start conversations with leads in 2 minutes or less, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We actually bridge communication across multiple channels. We can have somebody answer the phone in 3 seconds, in 3 rings of your phone call. They can respond to your text messages, they can respond to your emails, they can respond to your Facebook leads. They can qualify that lead identify who they are, identify what they're interested in, and automate the follow-up. And some people are looking at me like, Ben, you're talking Australian, I can't really understand what you're saying, right? What that means is when you chat to our system online, we can actually have a postcard sent to you in the mail later that day, all automatically. Off the system online, you didn't even give us your address. We've been able to extract your address from your IP address, from the internet service provider. When you call into our phone system, we can validate who you are, your name, your phone number, your mailing address, whoever else is on your Verizon cell phone plan, and start to remarket to you online. How does this help real estate agents? It helps them qualify and engage their lead and bloody well follow up with the lead, right? Because as you, the person who's trying to buy an expensive house or an investment, you want information in real time. You want quick answers, right? The problem with most real estate agents is they understand the challenge that another real estate agent is one click away. 3 seconds away, and you're dealing with somebody else. Because instant gratification has changed the way we do business. Do you agree?
Yes.
What do you think of this guy's full of... Right. Yeah? You still think I'm full of it?
Yeah.
Half and half. Good. So the thing that I got really excited was that this industry, real estate agents spend about $6 billion per year on online lead generation. That's not direct mail, that's not TV, that's not any of the other stuff. This is online. I love numbers that have a B in them, right? Because it means there's a lot of money in the opportunity. What's exciting about this is I've been quoted that this number is wrong. I've had people after the presentation, a lot of real estate agents usually wanting to correct me, right? Come up to me and say, Ben, it's actually just, no, I just said it was like $12 billion. I'm like, either way, there's a lot of B's in that number, right? A lot of zeros. Because what's really exciting is for me, it's about a $3 billion opportunity. Because 50% of real estate agent leads are never followed up with that at all, right? 50% of that are only followed up with one time. One lousy phone call, they get your voicemail and they give up. They could have paid up to $300 for that lead. Does anyone hear money on the table? No? Lousy business model, right? So the thing is this is a huge opportunity for us because the way these leads are handled are crazy. Because nobody, and even Google can't do this yet, nobody has purchased a house sight unseen, one click on the Google Express checkout. Have you? Or put PayPal to a house? I'm waiting for somebody to go, yeah, that's how I buy houses all the time, right? So real estate doesn't happen like that. There's still a relationship, there's still a conversation, there's still an experience that the online hasn't given. And that's what our system gives to real estate agents. You still tracking? Still following? Yeah? All right. So what I also found interesting about this is that the average follow-up time for a real estate agent is 40 hours. Some people go to me, man, that's crazy. We have our systems that follow up. There's some people that have got follow-up systems or CRM systems or marketing systems in their business, but still the average in the real estate industry is 40 hours, right? If you work for somebody, you work 40 hours a week, and I can drive from here to Seattle, Washington in 46 hours. What that means is that if we jump on right now and contact a few real estate agents, we can more likely get to Seattle than have that real estate agent call us. Right? These guys also take a, 6% commission on a transaction, right? And it can take them 40 hours. I can get in contact with my doctor faster than I can get in contact with most real estate agents. Right? I pay my doctor less. Right? Interesting, right? So, the only thing you need to get from this presentation is that speed to lead matters. If you can contact a lead in less than 5 minutes, right, you're 22 times more likely to close a deal with that lead. If you can contact them in 60 seconds from their interaction online, right, or a text message or a voicemail or whatever, you're 391% more likely to be doing business with that lead. So the faster you can really follow up and engage, not just send them a canned message with useless, right, information, real meaningful follow-up, you're more likely to do business with them. 78% of sales go to the first respondent. This happens in real estate all the time, right? If you're the first person to talk to somebody, you're more likely to get business with that person, right? What HelloAlex does is we guarantee to follow up with every single lead within the first 2 minutes, regardless of the time of day, regardless of the social media platform, or regardless of the system. That's kind of what one of our chat looks like. That's what it looks like on Facebook. We use our AI to actually start the conversation with people, extract information, validate who they are, what they're looking for, qualify all that lead, and then put them into the right conversation platforms. So 40% of leads can be closed with long-term follow-up. This is pretty much a law with any business. What that means in the real estate space is follow-up can be anywhere from 30 days to 18 months. Right? The challenge for real estate agents is they have 4 core reasons why they lose commissions. One is lead engagement. Right? They literally just don't follow up, so you wonder why a lot of agents are broke. Right? 2 is lead nurturing. They just don't continue meaningful conversations. Sending someone the automated MLS listing email drip series is no longer high value information, right? That's what Google and Zillow provide you with. You're like, what do I need this crap for, right? And it's not even you sending you the property information on property you're looking for, right? So they don't really create high value interactions. Who here rings their real estate agent to get the latest goss or information, right? Goss is gossip. Sorry, I got to translate it, right? Nobody? Man, you're left in the corner like nobody wants to talk to you. Like, seriously. So the thing is you want to understand that if they were providing more meaningful, high-value interactions, there'd be more value to you, right? So the other part of this is real estate agents' biggest complaint is time. I don't have the time. Internet has made my life frustrating because I have to respond to people 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I can't even go to the bar in peace because my phone will ring, I'll get leads, right? And they get overwhelmed. And this is one of the biggest challenges for them, is because typically they'll get 10 leads today, 10 leads tomorrow, 20 leads the day before. How many leads are they following up from the people from the last Friday? Usually none. They're just focusing on the leads that are actually on the table today, not on understanding that the money is in the follow-up. So one of the things we did at HelloAlex is we processed tens of thousands of conversations, online, offline, phone conversations, text messages, and we were able to create and dissect exactly why people say what they do, why they say the properties they're looking for, how they're looking for. We build a profile on people based on exactly what they're looking for. And we've actually analyzed the conversations of multiple million-dollar real estate producers. Right? So people selling millions of dollars worth of properties, rentals, investments, you name it. So what we actually do is we stream every system that a real estate agent has into one continuous stream, one continuous conversation stream. So you can start a conversation with a real estate agent on Facebook, on Twitter, on email, on LinkedIn, and we consolidate it all into one continuous stream. But what that does is it allows us to extract all the data from all these sources, all the information off your Facebook profile, all the information off your Twitter account, all the information off your LinkedIn account, and build a profile on who you are. We're training our algorithm to be able to predict property recommendations based on who you are, who your friends are, who your location is, where your family is, and properties you have either rented, purchased, or invested in the past. You're looking at me like I just scared the living crap out of you. Right? So the thing is we're going to be able to help real estate agents close more deals faster, but provide you with a high value interaction. Does that seem fair? Yeah? So this is what we do. It works on absolutely any device, anywhere in the world. No software to install, because it works from a text message, you can dial into our phone system, it works on any channel. We have the world's first and only self-learning AI. That means we have humans, we have our AI, and we have the real estate agent, right? So we're kind of the bridge to a real estate agent. We learn from every single conversation we have. I have 1,500 people in our call center that are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we're expanding to 5,000 people over the next 12 months. So every conversation that they have, either by online chat or via phone, we analyze and we train our AI. Every conversation our AI has, we train our AI. We make it better. Right now, the industry standard for matching and having intelligent conversations is around 50%. Right now, our algorithm and AI is actually performing at over 80%. Right? And our goal is to make it like you're talking to a human and you never realize you're not talking to a real human. That is our goal. So we instantly engage people in conversation in 2 minutes or less, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It does not matter what channel you use. We will provide you the information you want on a property and help you schedule an appointment, schedule a viewing, sign a contract, submit an offer, get any information you want on that property, and you may not have even spoken to the real estate agent first. Our AI did it all for you. You've had one of our people call you within a matter of minutes or a matter of seconds to walk you through the process if you want a phone call. That's how it works. Seem interesting? Yeah? Seem scary? Cool. How it works is like this. It works with any system. It gets a lead, and literally we just walk people through. So the biggest part of what we do is this lead profile. We actually build a profile on people analyzing over 4,000 different variables on different social media accounts. So you can give me your email address. I'll turn it into your name, your date of birth, your postal address, your friends, your influencers. I'll map you on social networks. And that allows us to send you direct mail, send you the right emails, identify why you're buying property, your motivations, and why you're buying, if you're moving for work, or what type of work you do. So we can then personalize the marketing, creating more value to you in this experience. Make sense? Yeah? So it works like this. Our system starts the conversation in a matter of like 20 seconds or less on multiple channels. So you could reach out on Zillow, you usually get that email, and within about 20 seconds you can actually have a message on Facebook saying, hey, this is Alex. And we call the system Alex for the reason that everyone in our company is called Alex. I go on stage and I'm talking right now, Alex. My real name is Ben, right? But you won't remember that, so just call me Alex, right? The thing is we have over 1,500 live people on our phone. There's nothing more frustrating than calling a business, you get salad. Next time you talk to them, you're talking to Cindy. Next time you're talking to Frank. Next time you're talking to James. You're like, does anybody know what the hell's going on? Right? So everyone in our business is Alex. By email, via phone. So that way the client always goes, man, you've got 3 different Alexes and they're all the same name. Aren't you lucky? Damn straight you are. Right? But as a business owner, you have now created one continuous experience. Not a frustration point. Because who loves going into a business and having to talk to 50 different people and you have to re-explain yourself every bloody time? Just me? Right? Just me. Cool. So we eradicate that problem for real estate agents. Because imagine if every time you spoke to somebody, they knew exactly what was going on. Right? They knew exactly how they needed to serve you and help you. Right? So there's a lot going on with our platform, and as you can tell, we're getting a lot of interest from financial services companies, mortgage companies, insurance companies, because they have this big problem too, right? So this is what goes on, it happens. We deal with lead engagement on 3 different channels. They're existing leads, they're new leads, and they're lead nurturing. So a lot of them have name, email address, or phone number, and really don't have any other information on a lead, besides the property they may or may not have been interested in at the time. We can actually help analyze that data to help them understand. So one of the things, if you're in any other business, you want to understand starting meaningful conversations is how you'll grow and expand your business. Your marketing today has to be all about meaningful conversations, not just empty promises, right? And we'll find a lot of online marketing is just empty bait and switch promises that nobody likes. So we have our AI system automatically also analyzes their remarketing, which is a technical term for stalking people online, right? So what happens is you can land on our website and our chat loads in the bottom right-hand corner or what have you, or you land it on Facebook. And effectively, we can then purchase your IP address and market to you on any channel or on the internet. Who's ever been on Amazon, looked at that awesome pair of shoes, and then they just see those shoes everywhere?
9 years.
Okay? Exactly, like those red high heels are killing me, right? So the thing is we do that automatically for real estate agents. But we customize the experience based on all the information we've extracted, are extracting, and going to predict to be extracted. Does that make sense? You're looking at me like I'm speaking Australian, right? So the thing is imagine the difference in your marketing ROI when you can personalize all your follow-up marketing based on what's actually going on, right? It's a huge opportunity, and if you can do this just to your business, anyone can do what they call remarketing if you're not doing it. I've read a stat somewhere where they say Amazon actually generates about 30% of their sales from remarketing people, which is when you go to a shopping cart or a checkout experience, seeing those ads. It costs you pennies because you're only now advertising to the person who was legitimately interested in the first time. Make sense? If you don't know what I'm talking about, translate that to whoever it is in your office and say, do that online stalking thing to my customers, right? You'll make a lot more money. What does HelloAlex cost? It costs $299 a month. Why is the real estate agent shaking his head at me? Like, seriously. It's always interesting. Our entire AI and access to our platform costs $299 per month. That's unlimited conversations, unlimited social profile building on our leads. And they get access to our entire platform where we've got over 10,000 direct mail templates already loaded in. We can send postcards and letters to people on demand anywhere in the world. And people are like, well, Ben, how do you make much money with that? I'm like, well, this is what it costs to get in. Anyone love what Verizon or T-Mobile does, or the internet companies do, right? I structured my business pricing model after the phone companies because they make lots of Benjamins, and I like Benjamins, right? Benjamins are the $100 bill if you don't know what that is. So what happens is they get into our platform and then they purchase the add-ons. If they want access to a phone representative to be able to answer their phone within 3 rings, 24 hours a day, they pay for that. They only pay for the minutes used because it's my goal to be the full-time assistant for the real estate agent. So they don't have to worry about staffing inside or outside sales assistants in their office, they just use us. And they only pay for the minutes they use. They don't have to pay for somebody for an hour to sit by the phone, right? Who has their wonderful people in their office who sit there and maybe only do an hour's worth of work, right? Yeah? You don't want to raise your hand, I get it. Cool. So the other thing is they got access to live human chat, they got access to direct mail, we do their Facebook advertising. A lot of real estate agents spend a lot of money on Facebook ads. They usually pay somewhere between, who does Facebook advertising here? In the room? You're going to hate me. Awesome. Love you a long time. So the thing is typically you charge a client anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500, right? If you're worth your salt, you might get 10 grand, right? Just as an ad management fee. We don't charge real estate agents an ad management fee. I charge 11% of ad spend. We've got clients who are coming on who spend upwards of $10,000 a week on ads, right? I now get their ad spend on top of their initial, right? So it's all pay per go. We get a percentage of every postcard sent, personalized newsletters, and the list just keeps going on and on. This is HelloAlex, the world's smartest real estate AI, and we guarantee to continue conversations, and we guarantee to close more deals with real estate agents 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So now I'm ready for the gunfight.